is at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, some things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Touchdown, Giants! Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Giants get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes the score 7-0. Touchdown here to kick it away.
Here comes Darius Phillips out of the end zone.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week, and in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw here into the hands of the receiver, Judy. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go play action with Wilson. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. A huge play there for Denver. 57 yards.
Well, you normally talk about the mobility and the accuracy first, but the arm strength, that's what can turn Russ into danger Russ.
And we often talk about hang time for punts, but in this case, we should probably calculate the hang time on that throw because that one hung up there for a long time and managed to keep going and going until it found its target.
And that one's fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they finally put it into this return, but not before it's all the way down to the 37. So the turnover forced and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallied.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly didn't have to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you had periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
Yeah, difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. On first down, they'll go to the ground. Oh, he's running, lost the football. Pulled out of Parker. Well, the Giants have it. It's picked up.
the perils of being a rookie running back in the NFL. I mean, look, it's not easy to hold on to the ball at any level with these talented guys, but in this league, you can learn a lesson early.
Without a doubt, a little tough reminder for any running back, especially a rookie. The things you got away with in college probably won't work so well in the NFL.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
As we've seen, their first two drives didn't yield anything points-wise. Certainly feels like they think to themselves, it's time to open this thing up, taking the big shot downfield.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing is Wilson. And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag.
Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
That one in the books as a 64-yard punt. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. The pitch goes to Barkley. Ooh, the juke. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
We've been there as difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Back to throw now on 1st down.
Got a man, that's Colin Johnson. He'll get it inside the 20.
It's a big-time play there for the G-Men. And even 50 yards.
A very nice job right there, working the middle of the field, able to create some separation, and then utilize it to not just make the catch, but turn upfield once he got the ball in his hands.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Giants take a 3-touchdown lead. Gano the extra point. It's now 21-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Phillips
now from the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history ever come back from a 40-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Wilson now to throw on third down. A throw left side, hauled in by Hamlin. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Play action. Now Wilson. And that is incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. It's third and long now for Wilson and the Broncos after that sack. He'll get that complete to Albert O. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. And this looks like a roughing call. A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Wilson. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. Touchdown, Broncos. Albert O. 27 yards. And the Broncos get a bit closer. McManus's point after is good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They'll set up to throw. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. The Broncos going dime. 2 extra defensive backs for third down.
Playing pass all the way.
They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And with great starting field position, 1 timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again for the 41. Now Wilson. That's complete. It's Okwuegbunam. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. K.J. Hamler as the first half is winding down. And the Broncos are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point from McManus is good. And they're back within a touchdown of 21-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. On the tackle, it's Randy Gregory. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos at their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Play action. It's Wilson. This will be caught. Judy. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Here's a give up the middle. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. And they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Sure, that pass was incomplete. They made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
They go play action now. Wilson. Got a man, it's Judy, complete. And all the way home for a Bronco score. Jerry Judy, 50 yards. And the Broncos are an extra point away from evening this one up. McManus's point after is good. And we are tied at 21. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. Taken at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand-new ball game, all tied here in the 3rd as they have their first possession of the second half.
And, Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. It's a big play for the Giants on third down. 53 yards. A first down carry for Barkley to the 27-yard line.
That's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. And nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on third down. Back to throw. And a catch made by Hopkins. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And he's got his man. Beckham. Touchdown, Giants. Odell Beckham. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Giants have taken the lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And they will take a 7-point lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up. That's the problem right now. Can they get there?
And he loses the football a second time. And the Giants have it. It's picked up, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having two hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. There's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this will remain a one-touchdown game.
And this is a commentary on today's kickers and just how good they are that a coach would think about running his guy out there to try a 59-yarder. Here it backfires on him, but as a kicker, you have to appreciate the confidence that they showed in you.
And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Now Wilson on second down. And he will Sutton. That's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. On first down, Wilson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 450 yards on you, you've had a long day.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. Fortunate to get that football back. He's trailing here in the second half. Last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. On third down, Wilson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And next time, Brandon, I think you might want to consider running it, because those defensive backs, they were plastered to the receivers, and they weren't letting up as that play went on.
The kick by McManus is good, and that'll bring him back within 4. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the third quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send a message that says, hey, we're not going away.
Oh, good return up past the 30. Past midfield. 30. 10. 5. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. It's been a back-and-forth game. A lot of points on the board. And that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's going.
Well, you've seen both teams go at it. And as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming. And that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. Phillips now for the end zone. And he's going to be taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. Hey, Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. As confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. The 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos at their 25-yard line. Back to the air, Wilson after the pick 6. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Cole Holcomb. And the Giants are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Pat Surtain. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's got 3 interceptions in this ballgame.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 20 turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now.
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Now a man open down the middle of the field and able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. He's got the connections outfield to Hamler. And all the way home for a Broncos score. K.J. Hamler with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Broncos have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point from McManus is good. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Holmes going to opt against bringing it out, and they will begin at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try for the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
Deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. There it goes for 24 yards. Barkley, inside handoff. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. He'll drop to throw. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan of trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try to throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 27-yard line. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. Starting to feel a little to me like the air is coming out of the balloon, so to speak, defensively.
They're taking their will from them right now. That's what they're doing. Whatever they want to call, it's working. They're handling things up front, and it's not just the offensive line. It's everyone. You're seeing the guys on the perimeter blocking downfield and making sure that they're secure. So, yeah, you're exactly right. The air's out of the balloon, and right now they're almost lifeless.
He dumps it off to Barkley. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. And just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Going to run the sweep here. This is Hopkins. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around.
And he's going to ball his way into the end zone for a Giants touchdown. Saquon Barkley, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Giants add on to their lead, and they appear poised to break this long losing streak. Get over the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
This take it in at the goal line.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive.
They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Giants are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Up the middle with Barkley. And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all. As we will make our way to the 2-minute warning. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. And, oh, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he's fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his level.
Well, ultimately, not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive.
And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
And now a big play to start off this drive as the shot downfield is complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Cortland Sutton, 75 yards. And the Broncos are able to cut into that deficit. And now the offense is going to stay out there as the Broncos will go for 2. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us. Because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. Just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. And maybe a little over-pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 64 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run forward with Barkley. They stop short. Down at the 1. Had the great move, but couldn't get it all the way home. They give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. And Barkley will try to punch it in. quickly, taking it in from a yard out. And the Giants have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. Extra point try, good by Gano. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit that film.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the Giants come up with a late turnover. But it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. And Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the title as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is.